Hello and welcome to livealittlehigher.com. Believe it or not, we're beginning another month, the second month of the calendar year. It's the month of Iyar. And the month of Iyar, it is also known in the Torah as the month of Siv, which means radiance. And Iyar is also connected to light, also referred as the month of natural healing, for its name is an acronym for I am God your healer. And the letter that is connected to this month is the letter Vav. Vav is a link between the month of Nisan and the month of Sivan, in which the month of Iyar is in the middle. So Iyar is a link between Nisan and Sivan. What does this mean? We know that we just spent Passover in the month of Nisan. Actually, the 15th of Nisan was the day it began. And on the second night of Nisan, of Pesach, we started counting the Sefirat HaOmer, which we count every day a combination of the different Sefirot that are contained in us. As I explained before, we have 3 intellectual and 7 emotional Sefirot, and the ones that are doing the combinations are the ones that are in the emotional level. So this week, for example, we are going to begin the week of Tiferet, which is the compassion, the mercy. And we go, each one is we make Hesed, Shebe Tiferet, Gebura, Shebe Tiferet, and so on. And for 7 weeks, we do 49 combinations until the giving of the Torah on the holiday of Shavuot, which is in the month of Sivan. So Iyar is the link between these 2 months, and the whole month of Iyar is a month in which we are impregnated with the growth opportunity of refinement of our character traits of the counting of the Omer, because every day we're counting. And so here also it's talking about the masal. You know, every month has a masal, has like a luck, like a constellation that rules it. And this month, the Masal is the shore, or as we know it in English, Taurus, which is the ox. And in the chariot of Hashem, the ox is the one that is the left force of the divine chariot. And it represents the spiritual origin of the animal soul of man. So as I've said in other classes, we have both an animal soul and a godly soul. We have a duality inside of us. We have these 2 kings fighting over one city, which is the body. And depending which one is ruling you, that is the one that is in control. So if you are refining yourself continuously, you're growing, you're trying to control your impulses, you are able to master your desires, then you are living with your godly soul. But if you're an animalistic person that lives out of passion, desire, I do whatever I want, is not thinking about what's right, what's wrong, just what makes you happy, it's instinctive, it's animalistic, I'm hungry, I eat, you don't even look at what you're eating, then you're being ruled by your animalistic soul. So what it's telling us here is that this is the month in which we rectify and we are able to refine that animalistic part of ourselves by counting the Sefirat HaOmer and being conscious about it. And in this way, we can tap into our innate character traits in preparation to the receiving of the Torah on Shavuot. Interestingly, in Hebrew, the word shor, it means to look, to observe, to be introspective. So shor means to be a person that's always looking inside, that's always looking at himself. He's not so worried about other people, he's more worried about himself, about, if that person is not nice to me, the problem is not the person is what do I project? Why is that what do I have in me that person can't connect to me? And you know what, we cannot give ourselves so hard in the back. We have to always also think maybe we're not there for everybody, and it's okay. But if you're a nice person and you're a loving person, that's what's important. That's what you should be taking care of. Not if that person doesn't look at me, then I'm not going to look at them. We have to be a step higher than that. So the tribe that rules this month is the tribe of Issachar. And Issachar was the partner with Zebulun. If you've ever learned about the tribe, Zebulun was the tribe that was the businessman, and Issachar is the tribe that studies. So they had a pact that Issachar would work and would maintain, Zebulun would work and maintain the tribe of Issachar, and Issachar at the same time would give the tribe of Zebulun merits in their learning. And so Issachar is the scholarly tribe of Israel. Most of the Sanhedrin in the times of the temple, the assembly of men, was composed by men from the tribe of Issachar, and they were the master of secrets of the Jewish calendar. They knew how to count the days in the calendar, and they're known as the knowers of understanding the times. So they were very precise in counting the days. The sense that runs through this month is the sense of thought. And thought here is alluding to contemplation again. We go back to that word shore. Is introspection. Also signifies the power of calculation, because when a person is looking inside, when he's introspective, he's a calculating person. Like, if I run down the streets with my eyes covered, obviously maybe I'm gonna be hit by a car. You know, it's a person that thinks forward. It's a person that has vision. He not only is in the moment, he's thinking ahead of the moment. So this is a month of counting. Hashav, root to think in Hebrew, means numerical calculation. Heshbon, accounting, that's what we do. Heshbon hanefesh is when we're doing accounting of what we do, is what really this month is all about. Because how can you correct yourself if you don't know what you have to correct, right? So by going with the counting of the Omer, you realize, you know what, I'm missing a little bit of kindness in this aspect of my life, or maybe I should be more restrictive in this giving way. It's not so good for other people. And then we start balancing ourselves up. And the organ that rules in this month is the right kidney. And our sages say the kidney gives advice. And how can this be? So I googled up the physical function of the kidneys in Wikipedia, and it explains that the kidneys filter the blood, and so we can get rid of our waste. And the kidney filters approximately 120 to 150 quarts of blood to produce 2 quarts of urine. And in the urine, everything that is not necessary for the body, it just flushes it out. It takes it out. The rest of the nutrients of the food that we eat, then it goes back into the bloodstream, and that's what maintains the body healthy. So the right kidney is connected to Netzach. Netzach is one of the Sephiras. It means endurance, persistence. And this midah gives us the resilience to always be looking how to improve ourselves. Like, a person will never give up on themselves. I remember once I went to Japan, and Japan is very interesting because people there really don't need to be millionaires to live. The government helps them mostly with everything, education, food. They give them all the ways in which a person can live in a comfortable way. So there should really not be any poor person in the streets. And suddenly you find these homeless men. And I asked, why is there homeless people here? And they said because these people gave up. They gave up in life, and that's why they're in the streets. But it's not because they cannot have a home and they cannot have a life. It's because they gave up. So Netzach is that ability to never give up. No matter how hard life is, no matter how many times I fail in my business, I just get up again and I continue and I give it and I give it and I give it until I get it. And that is Netzach. And also, in a spiritual sense, we need Netzach to be able to always be growing and always be becoming better versions of ourselves, to be always being able to refine our character traits and be able to refine ourselves and become like royalty. And so here it says that the kidney is similar to our conscience, connecting us to Heshbon HaNefesh again, to the accounting of our actions of the month of Iyar. So I want to wish you a blessed month, a beautiful month, full of good health. It's the month of health. It's pray a lot. If people are sick, this is a month to pray for them. And if you yourself have a malady, take care of yourself and pray to God that you should be healed completely. And also by correcting our character traits, we're healing ourselves, because every malady really comes from a spiritual place. Everything starts there. And once it's healed, then that part of the body will be healed too. So I wish you a blessed month and a beautiful, happy, healthy, joyful month. And live a little higher. Thank you.